Bam! What's up, guys? Just wanted to give a quick update. I've been farming out the coin shop, and I finally got some decent RNG with final boss Diane using the King Meli team comp. The main reason I didn't aim to use this comp from the start, and I went with like SR Liz was because SR Liz and Meli were very easy to get much higher points. So I was still in like top 3% at this point, right? I was like 3.17%, I think, top 3.17%. And I've just been farming out the last of the final boss coin shop, and I figure I'll just go over the points here that I got. I put in Fat Green King, and what's important about this comp is that unlike the double pierce comp of Green Lizhawk and Blue Demon Melee, is that with this comp you have to luck sack and hope that you get more melee cards. Now, neither of my units are using ultra rare gear, of course. Lilia is, but of course she's not the damage carry. Fat King doesn't do too much, and Marmus is still level 70. Anyways, we'll just go over these points here quickly. Let me scroll down. Only 880 points for 60k plus damage. 832 points for remaining HP. So I've seen people that have like 1,000 of those each. This wasn't even a very luck-sucky run, and it was a turn 9 finish. And that's what's been important, is that most of these runs using this comp have been like turn 10 to 12, because basically what happens is I just get flooded with like King Poison or Lilia heals, sometimes Lilia rollbacks, and it can be very frustrating. Anyways, let's see what I ended up with, and I'll show you guys my gear for the rest of the video. But yeah, most of it is just, you've got a luck sack and get Meli's Pierce cards. Hope that you don't get corrosion. Oh, there we go. Top 0.088% for this final boss. That's pretty nice. Wow, people have really been working on their points, huh? That's pretty cool. I hadn't actually looked. But yeah, 0.88%. That's pretty nice. I don't know about the reward for that. I think it's like not much different. Oh, okay. 457 points until a high ranking reward. That's a shame because it's actually not that far off, eh? If I had some proper luck sack with my Pierce cards, because when I finished that run, I had like, I just wasn't, my main issue is what I found is that you just don't get any melee Pierce cards for the second phase. So like I could have finished it like 2 turns earlier, and yeah, if I wasn't like at least 2 or 3 turns earlier, if I wasn't like getting so many King Poison and Lilia heal cards, uh, you know, if you luck sack on Demon Melee's Pierce cards, you will absolutely blast points away. And then it just comes down to if you like make sure you get your 5 charges from King, right? You need to do 5 charge attacks for him, and then it's just like, whoop, don't need any more of his. And then Lilia, of course, she needs to roll back, so hopefully you luck suck into a gold Lilia card, right? Now, the gear I'm using is pretty much my best gear for like, well, not actually, you know what? No, it's not my best gear, but it's really good. I'm using my Escanor gear for King here. My Jericho's got her old guild boss set on right now. Escanor gear is probably my second best. It's just, it's being treated as a basic SSR set on Fat King though. So not super amazing, right? As you can see, it is just being treated like a basic SSR set, but the rolls are nice, and I have been working on it. What I meant to do here was open Jericho's gear and just show you guys that she could definitely do better. Okay, there you go. Now she does, I believe she gives attack. Yeah, so she gives an extra 280 attack when you use Jericho as an association. So that's why King's attack is so high, and even then, his damage is so lackluster. Like, it's just kind of lacking, okay? Now, for Blue Demon Melee, I had an epiphany and realized that my Hauser gear had better pierce rolls on it, so I swapped over to that, and sure enough, I had much better results. It was much easier to hit that 60k, and he got some more attack power as well. Merlin is using, she's on HP defense, so Meli could be doing more damage, but again, it's mostly like Merlin's got my best gear, okay? So, but it is HP defense, so she could be like, I could use a sub that provides a lot more if I had an attack defense ultra rare set or something. Or Meli himself isn't even like using ultra rare, it's just SSR as far as he's concerned. He's just got decent pierce rolls. And again, Marmus, level 70. Arthur's using this rare set of HP defense that I've had forever. Usually I put it on like Marmus, and I've actually swapped Arthur's and Marmus's sets around. So Marmus is wearing my UR King set here. As you can see, I've done what I can to try and get as many HP stats as I can for the finish. But yeah, this was more of a try-hardy kind of comp. Now Lilia, of course, you know, this guy's wearing HP defense as well. This team is mostly HP defense, to be fair. You can see this set's pretty new, hasn't had its stats rolled yet. But, you know, SSR, HP defense, does what it does. And then Lilia's got a full UR set there. With the pretty decent pierce rolls. 23, 21. Obviously they need improving. But yeah. So there's the gear, guys. Yeah, you just got a luck sack, you know? Get the 5 charge from Fat King, and then hope you get tons of Meli Pierce cards. And then you really just need like 2 silver Lilia rollbacks, and then everything else you kind of just want to be Meli attack cards. And that's going to be your run, basically. Like, that's going to get you these kind of points. Because the more Meli Pierce cards you get, the faster you're going to end Final Boss Diane. You know, the less turns, the better. That's basically the main thing, is because as long as you're getting those attack cards from Meli, even if you don't get his ult, if you get King's ult, he'll reduce second phase's stats by 40%, and then, you know, you'll just Meli it up with his Pierce cards. Like, you can take it down really quickly depending on which of their ults you get, or if you don't, you know, as long as you get Luxaki on Meli's Pierce cards, you'll take her out real easy. And you too can get points similar to that. Just, you know, you might be lacking a little bit more on the HP stats if your gear isn't comparable, but if you can aim for these kind of attack stats with the Pierce rolls, guys, you can get those 60k points. And, you know, I've had 1,000+ points just from 60k bonus damage before. So yeah, give it a shot, give it a whirl. You know, there's been videos on this particular comp already. You know, I didn't think of it, but it eventually worked out. You know, it's just a lot more RNG than the SR Lizhawk. So, you know, if you need to finish farming out your coin shop once you get yourself a good 3800+ score with Lizhawk, you know, that's what I've been doing. Just use this team to finish farming out the coin shop, and sure enough, I wound up getting my 4k+ because I finally got the King charge points added onto it. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.